Hello my friends, welcome to Disney Dreamlight Valley. Today I selected a couple builds I've seen on the portal that I really liked and was impressed by. So today we're gonna go through them. If you're enjoying some build inspiration and if you're enjoying the portal, by the way, if you haven't joined the portal yet, the link in the description, it's completely free. Lots of builds, lots of dream snaps, you can see results, you can get inspired for the current dream snap challenge. There's so many more features coming soon, more tools for Disney Dreamlight Valley. We have companion tool, we have villager tracker tool. It's gonna be great. You should definitely join. Thank you so much for watching, and let's do this. Starting with Dreamlight Anya, and Dreamlight Anya is the person that very often blows my mind, and today is one of those moments. I just made a video. I'm recording this right after I made a video how people hate the new lake dock items. And Anya said, oh, well, how about this? Do you still hate it? And after looking at this, I cannot bring myself to hate them anymore. This is crazy. I got a chance to play around with the new lake docks, but even though we can't actually walk on it, it opened up so much potential for Dazzle Beach. And yes, you can still reach all the fishing spots. I tested it myself. I present to you the docks. What? That's crazy. This is how it's meant to be used. Sure, it would be fantastic if we could walk on them, but if you place them sideways against the shore and use them to connect the beach to the water, it actually works. It makes sense you can't walk on it because there is like a fence, and then you connect them like this together, and you got yourself an absolutely insanely beautiful docks. Look at this. You can have, I don't know what the word for this, piers, I guess? Piers, ships go in between. Anya made a literal dock in the Dazzle Beach, and it looks phenomenal. It goes all the way across. You can even kind of make rounded corners, kinda, but it still looks great. So many boats. Looking at this, I'm like, I'm so happy I have this dock. I'm probably never gonna have a beach that looks like this, but just knowing that it's possible to make something like this with this item, despite all of its flaws, which nobody's saying that it doesn't have flaws, but there are still ways to use even the most flawed items in incredibly creative ways, and this is huge proof of that. Anya, I have a challenge for you. There is one item that we just got from a code, Dream Journey. If you haven't claimed it yet, make sure to claim it. It's a kind of like a gazebo that you cannot go inside, that it basically feels absolutely useless. If you can make something good with it, please do, because I'm losing hope. I don't think that item is usable in any shape or form. But then I was kind of under the same impression about the docks, and you changed my mind. So if anybody can prove that there's no useless items in Disney Dreamlight Valley, it's Anya. So please give me hope for that item. Look how cool this looks. This might be one of the coolest Dazzle beaches I have ever seen, if not the coolest. Like, okay, let's be honest, it is the coolest. It's a whole port. You made a port on the beach, and it works perfectly for the shape of it. Usually this is the most difficult to decorate spot on the Dazzle Beach because of its shape, but this solution solves it completely. Have some stalls, make it look like a little port city with some markets. It gives me chills looking at this. You made the new docks look cooler than the one that we already have. That's crazy. That's incredible. And imagine one day, it continues on this side too. Imagine one day we will get an ability to walk on these docks. Then, probably not, but then this would be even more insane build than it already is. How many items did you spend on this? Look at this. I have never seen more insane beach than this. Anya, please never take this down. Make this your permanent beach. And once you finish your valley, please let me do a valley tour with you. I would love to see this in person. This blew my mind. Absolutely Absolutely incredible. We have Dreamer by Wolf. Tried recreating the waiting on a miracle scene from Encanto. Here is the original scene. And let me just tell you, I feel like the your recreation looks so much better. It looks cooler than the movie, and the movie looks so cool. This is like literally the pose and the all of the lights around you. I don't know, maybe it's just not the best frame to show that scene, but this is lame. This looks like a miracle to me. Beautiful work, Wolf. This one made my jaw drop. Pagems. Just for fun, Chihiro vibes. Spirited Away is one of my most favorite animated films outside of Disney. It's an absolute masterpiece. It's one of the few animated movies that I've watched more than twice in my life. I love it. I love everything about it. And this is just perfect. A train on water. It's so bizarre, but it works. And it's genius. This should be a dream snap. Please tell me this is a dream snap. This way you can't even see the seam. Oh, well, you can see the seam a little bit, but this is the best we can do. I hope one day we'll be able to place items like very close to the edges of the islands to completely, at least the water rug, to completely remove the seam, but this is as close as we can get, and you absolutely nailed the vibes. This is beautiful. Next we got Victoria replacing Scar with a hot spring. Now, that's a trade I'm willing to make every single time. Scar, no thank you. Hot spring, yes please. If I had told you, try to guess where this area is. What is this location? Would you ever guess that this is the spot in Sunlit Plateau where Scar used to be? I would never guess. It looks completely transformed. Even here, where we can see so much more, you completely hidden away all of the bones. I cannot see anything. It just looks like a super cozy, bright, beautiful spa. First of all, I can hardly believe you could fit all of these items in there. I feel like it's so much cramped, so much more cramped in there, but it is. You can see some details that are hidden away, but it's mind-blowing how cool this looks. Honestly, this is such an improvement. Scar's house looks cool, but this looks even cooler. Incredible. And it's such a good preparation for when you're about to walk into Forgotten Lands. You have to pass through this hot springs. Also, this is Touch of Magic, isn't it? No, this is not. This is the river kit with the tangled rug underneath. Absolutely genius build, Victoria. Look how cool it looks during the night. Wow. I would be walking to Forgotten Lands all the time if this was my valley. We have Anvini, who's made a city of Atlantis on Eternity Isle. I was really excited to decorate with the new Jungle Mystery House and the matching wall kit to finally build Atlantis in my ancient landing. It's the closest building kit we've had so far to match the Atlantis aesthetic, so I had to try this. And tried you did. I've seen a very similar build by Carolyn X Dragon, who also used the new items in the ancient landing, but this one is complete. Like, this one goes in even harder. By the way, I'm not sure in which order these videos are going to be uploaded because I'm preparing lots of content for my trip. So this is, you're going to see both builds, and both are incredible. But this is just so cool how well it works, how well it blends. The gray and the sandy color, it just works together. It has a very similar aesthetic. It feels like it belongs. You have transformed the entire docks area with it. And I'm so shocked how well it goes together. If you add a little bit of green to mix it all together, add some ancient lights, you get yourself an Atlantis. That is incredible. I feel like now I cannot imagine anything else in the docks. I feel like if I ever get to decorating this area, I'm gonna use these items. They're just too perfect not to. Alright, since we're talking about the jungle temple builds, Let's take a look at the build from Tanny Games. Check out her YouTube channel, incredible content creator. I had to do a build with a jungle, temple, house skin, and wall kit. This build was created on the Sunlit Plateau floating island, and the speed build will be on my channel today to watch. This was a couple weeks ago, so you can definitely check it out already. Look at this. Oh, that's so pretty. I have almost never used this fence. Also, there is a trick how to make a fence like this. You need to be placing one section at a time, so you can just stretch it. If you want to achieve this effect, you need to be like one section, cancel, then one section, cancel. This way you'll be able to do just the sticks, which is, in my opinion, the best way to do this fence. It feels so mysterious. It's an entire temple area. It's crazy how this looks good in the docks. It looks good in the jungle. It looks good, and it probably would look good in the desert. And it looks good with an Eric. If something looks good, well, let's be honest, everything looks good with Eric in it, but it looks double good with Eric, which means it's a great looking item. Well done, Tanny. This is beautiful. By the way, a lot of the builds we're going to see today are made by super talented content creators, and they all have their YouTube pages, Instagram pages. Definitely check them out on the portal and on all their social platforms, and support these super talented people. They're really great. We have another build by Victoria. Victoria is just blowing our minds today. Corona Castle in Mount Olympus. Because that's why. I could never imagine having this aesthetic in Mythopia, having some giant shells, having some little mermaids combined with Greek, combined with Corona style, but it works. The beauty of Disney Dreamlight Valley, if you have an idea, if you can imagine something, you can make it happen. And very often things you didn't even think to put together just work so wonderfully, and this is one of these examples. Such a unique and cool aesthetic. You even did the double Corona Castle. Wait, are these completely mirrored builds? I think they are. These are two mirrored builds. That's so cool. Wow, I've never seen Mythopia like this. Thank you so much, Victoria, for this incredible, super unique take on Mythopia. We got Bethany, Fallen Fortress, Sleeping Beauty build. I built up the Fallen Fortress area in Ever After with a Sleeping Beauty inspired castle. I included her cottage in the woods just outside, similar to the movie. Wow. This is the Fallen Fortress area. This is the area where I have a lava city. This is completely opposite, completely different from what I have in my Fallen Fortress. And it works. It works so well. I love the high trees around the walls. It just creates this beautiful boundary for the castle. Also, you have the castle itself with a giant front yard, looking stunning. But this is not even all of it. The surrounding area is a forest. It's a nice forest by the castle. How did it even fit? That's really impressive. That's a big biome though, and this is a lot of items. I have suffered the same issue. I feel like I definitely used way too much items on this area, but it's just so big and so cool that you just have to. Absolutely stunning. I love all the colors, and I love seeing how you can make completely two opposite vibes in the same area, and both of them work. Stunning. We have more temple builds. We got Going Dead. We actually had a whole valley tour with him. Made a tight build in the back corner of Sunlit Plateau inspired by Indiana Jones' Temple of the Forbidden Eye, an attraction that opened to the public on March 4th, 1995 in Disneyland's Adventureland. So this is real place. That's cool. Wait, is Indiana Jones Disney French part of the Disney? I didn't know that. Although inspired primarily by Disneyland, you can find the stunt spectacular at Disney Hollywood Studios Temple of the Crystal Skull at Tokyo Disney Sea, Temple of Peril in Paris, and the upcoming new Indiana Jones attraction coming to tropical America's area of Disney's Animal Kingdom. Wow! Lots of temple stuff is coming to Disneyland. That's so pretty. This is Sunlit Plateau. This is not even a floating island. Sunlit Plateau is also such a good place for a temple. One thing I learned in this video, there is no bad biome for a temple. The temple just works. It's just such a cool item. It can be built pretty much anywhere, maybe not in Frosted Heights. Even though I wouldn't be surprised. I bet there is a way to make the temple look great in Frosted Heights. That's okay, so this is how it actually looks. Yeah, that does have a very similar vibe. Wow. I'm getting mind blown. Since when did Indiana Jones... How is this a Disney movie? Oh, they acquired the rights from Lucasfilm in 2012. So they bought Lucasfilm for the Star Wars. And it came with Indiana Jones and a bunch of other stuff. Okay. I guess they're doing something with it now. Building out all these areas in their parks. Yeah, that's really cool. I think this is a great way to decorate the half of your Sunlit Plateau with the lake. It just works perfectly. We got Alba with Floating Meadow Farm. Now, when I first saw this, I was like, how do you get to the farm? Because if you look at this, the little islands are in the middle of the water. So if you ever wanted to harvest it, you can't. You can't get to it. So this farm is just, I mean, maybe when we can swim, if maybe in the underwater DLC, but then it's can we jump on a horse? Maybe that's how you do it. Can you jump over little bodies of water? I haven't tested it before. But there is like a fence and water, so I'm guessing you just can't get to these islands, but it looks so cool. These crops are definitely getting watered by the surrounding bodies of water. That's incredible. Such a unique concept. Very cozy. But I am wondering, can you actually harvest anything? There is a little bit of a land part, so you can harvest stuff here. But the rest of it, I guess it's just for decoration. But it looks so cool. It has the same appeal of having like a train track through the water from Spirited Away. This is the same, but with a farm. It's just a really cool thing to look at. Nicely done, Alba. We have Rosalie Bella, where fairy tales bloom and every little path leads to a bit of magic. That's a beautiful story. It's a pretty simple build, just one screenshot, but it's a fairy home that I loved how the Touch of Magic rug just looks so perfect with the surroundings. A little bit of grass, it takes a little bit of pink. It blends a little bit, but it still stands out. It just looks fantastic. I really like this one, Rosalie. We got even more temples. I think from this video you can learn something about me, is that I like temples. These grab my attention almost every time. We got Liz's Cozy Creations Jungle Mystery House. It definitely looks like a mystery to me. And is this a floating island or is it actual jungle? I'm gonna be so torn. If I ever decorate Eternity Isle, I'm gonna be like, do I put this in a jungle? Do I put it in a desert? Do I put it in the docks? Or do I put it in all three? Maybe my whole Eternity Isle is just gonna be one jungle temple run. Imagine? That'll be pretty cool. But yeah, this works. Ooh, the smoke coming out of this entrance. Is this a train tracks? Broken train tracks. Whoa. That's sick. Yeah, that smoke just added so much. I've seen it built. I've seen it used in a lot of builds and in Dream Snaps, and it just creates such a cool vibe. This one looks like there's two eyes looking through it. It's just crazy cool. Love the snake. Yeah, this is a very cool take on the temple. Beautiful work, Liz. Look at that. This is the track. The train system must be old. It's broken and leads nowhere. But I bet there is a ghost train that comes out every night and delivers, I don't know, something. Death. I don't know. But this looks really cool. All right, the last one, I promise. We got Dreamlight Anya, Abandoned Jungle Ruins Floating Island. What was once a great castle that stood tall in the heart of jungle has been worn down with time and reclaimed by nature. But its magic still remains, with plenty of adventure that awaits. I totally did buy this as an excuse to finally decorate my ancient floating island in 2 hours! This whole thing was made in 2 hours! How? Teach me! If I could do such a giant build in 2 hours, I would have finished all of my DLCs long time ago. I feel like it would take me 2 hours to just make the temple and all the trees around it. Maybe the water, just the water. Nothing in the water. This would be 2 hours. This whole island probably would take me at least 8 hours. That's my guess. And I don't even know if I would ever even arrive to something like this. The way you framed the path with the vines that just on the edge of water, that is brilliant. And these things standing in the water, Anya, keep doing what you're doing. This is so good. And you literally should. Gameloft, if anybody from Gameloft watching, please reach out to Anya and other incredible content creators. They're literally selling your items for you. They should be getting affiliate commission for every, in this case, for every temple kit that you sold. I think a bunch of them you sold because of Anya, so I think it's only fair. This is so good. The train tracks, the water, just so many different elements and different textures and colors and special effects just combined together in something so cohesive and unique. I love it. That's an entire floating island in 2 hours. How? I can't comprehend how this can be done in 2 hours. I know Tasha also makes very fast builds, and it always blows my mind, but like, how do people do this? Maybe if you decorate all the time, literally non-stop, you build up the muscle, the decorating muscle, and then you just become so good at it that things just fall into place first try because you know exactly what you're doing. Maybe that's what I'm missing. Maybe I should be decorating more. All right, the last but not least build we're going to look at today is Dahlia's Jungle Kingdom. Yes, it's another Jungle Kingdom. I'm sorry. I can't help myself. These are very beautiful and impressive to me. Deep within the jungle, an ancient kingdom still stands. Temples whisper forgotten stories. Hidden treasures wait beneath winding paths, and Pride Rock rises above it all, where the wild has reclaimed the crown. A Pride Rock. That's a cool idea. You combine the Lion King and the temples, which makes perfect sense. Look how cool this looks. Wow, it is there. Pumbaa is the temple runner, definitely. Once again, the same items, totally different vibes. This one has more of a like jungle, more naturey vibe, not like an ancient city vibe. Maybe like built like the ruins of an ancient city, but they were completely taken over by nature. And now the boars and whatever species the Timon is Mercat, something like that? They now rule this world. Even though this doesn't look ruined, it looks like it's still in action. That's a beautiful jungle kingdom. Yeah, so many cool builds with the new jungle house. I'm so glad I have it. I don't know if I'll be able to do anything like this with it, but I'm definitely going to make a build for it. Probably in multiple places because it's one of my favorite house skins we've gotten in a while. So thank you so much, everybody, for this epic inspiration. And thank you for watching. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got inspired. Did you get this Jungle Kingdom set with the house and the walls? And if you did, what did you do with it? Which biome did you make a build where you made your jungle temple? So many, like, I feel it can work everywhere. Such a versatile skin, and just adds a little bit of vibes to the jungle. Like, you can put just the trees, but then you can have the trees and this nice little ruined temple in the corner. It just adds so many cool vibes to all the builds. And also let me know in the comments, do you think the docks are incredible now thanks to Anya? I feel like if the dock set was a premium shop item, she would have sold them all. Doesn't matter, you can walk on them, don't walk on them. I want that on my beach. So thank you for that, Anya, and thank you. I'll see you later, and goodbye.
I suppose it's time to say goodbye.
Maybe I'll see you again.
Farewell.
I do hope you'll come back soon. TTFN, ta-ta for now. Goodbye.
Cheerio.